I am biking quite a lot, as you might see in the background, and for that I use always lights because security is very important, especially if you pay so much money for your head in the universities. So make sure to always use a light and also a helmet. And recently I just lost one of my backlights, so I bought a new one from Amazon. And this one is the new backlight that I bought. And as you can see, it's not very bright. It was one of the shittiest backlight you could buy, and it was not that cheap. So let me show you. I got myself this bike light. It is 11 euros or something like that. I paid around 10 euros. And as you can see, it has very good reviews. It's just not good. And my second idea was then, okay, let's build your own backlight or make good backlight. So let me take you on my journey of building my own backlight. My first idea was just going with one of these tie helmet lights that you can just put on your helmet, and yeah, you have this light on the helmet, and as you can see, it's like 30 euros. Next idea was, just buy one helmet that has already the bike light. 130 euros. I was like, what the heck? 140 euros for the light on my helmet. And I already have a helmet. So why not just doing the smart move of being an engineer and put some lights on the helmet. And as you can see, it looks very crappy. So I just have this ESP on here, the battery below, and I glued everything on with the hot glue gun. And it works just amazing. Let me show you the helmet light. Here you can see the backlight. It is going up and down. And as soon as you shake it a bit harder, it starts blinking. So whenever you are braking or whenever you hit a bump, it starts braking. It's not calibrated perfect. So when you move forward and then you suddenly brake, it starts blinking. I really enjoy this Audi lighting style. So it's just going up and down as on Audi. But let me show you how you can configure it yourself. You connect with the ESP over Wi-Fi. And then you can basically use one of them. So you can speed up the animation or slow it down. So basically slow down, it's going very slow up and down. And if you can speed it up to like very fast. You can also have this kit animation or kit car. You remember maybe the car from the movies that's going basically back and forth. So this looks a bit better when you have it a bit slower. What I like a lot, this is basically built for my brother because he is doing a lot of races. He's doing a lot of bike races. So you can also have this race mode, and it just shows you some rainbow animation to not disturb everyone behind you, but having this nice rainbow effect. So basically, and there you don't have this braking. It's just showing the rainbow, so you don't annoy everyone by braking, but you also have this nice animation. And yeah, you can just configure it with your Wi-Fi on your phone. So you basically connect with your Wi-Fi to the hotspot, and then you can just change the animation as you like it. And when you turn it off, it turns off the hotspot again. You turn it on, it is saved, so it stays there. So this is not perfectly calibrated yet, so it starts blinking a bit too much. But anyway, I really, really like it. So I glued the battery below. Glued everything in here. So this one I have to cover a bit up. The thing is that you can very easily create your own web server with an ESP. So you basically configure it. I use the VS2812 LED strips. You get them for very, very cheap on AliExpress. Let me show you. You can get them in various lengths. So for example, if you go with 1 meter, you pay only €1. So you can get them very cheap. So that's like the least concern. So the whole build setup was 15 euros, and it was cheaper than having a normal backlight. And it is way cooler because I switch also bikes, and you have the light on the back, and you can bring it to any bike basically. And yeah, I really enjoy it. So what we are doing is we have a queue size of 10. So basically we want to flatten a bit out the movement, so the change, so that not every bump is recognized, but only like consistent slowdown or consistent speed up. We do a default selection, and yeah, basically this is the timeout, how long the server stays alive when there's no changes. So for example, when we do not use the Wi-Fi hotspot, if we don't use it for 2 minutes, it will just shut down to save some battery. Yeah, and then that's basically it. You just start the initializing of the strip, you connect to the MPU, but you can leave it out. So basically you can also just have the LED strips without the service, the I2C connection. Then it gets even cheaper. Then you're another €3 less. Because you then just need an ESP and the LED strip and the battery. And then you basically just loop through. For me, I just loop through the different selections. So whatever it is selected, we don't need that. Whatever is selected, we basically do this animation. So the kit animation, the car animation, or the rainbow animation. And then one round later, we show the next round, basically the next animation. So if you go from the race mode or the rainbow animation back to another animation, it's a bit slower, but the others have a very high rotation. And that's it. And then in the animation, let me go to one of them. We basically just clear the strip, set all the new pixels, show the strip, wait for the next delay, and check if we need to show the braking lights. And if we show the braking lights, then we just show it for 5 seconds. That blinking, basically the red blinking. But you can configure it as you like. And for the service or the server, we really just have the standard body where we basically just have the select. So basically the 3 options. So this kit car, the race, and yeah, we show this state. And whenever we click submit, this is a GET request on the save with a parameter. So basically we send the submit on save. This is a plain HTML form, and we send it to the save. And here we just parse out the options, save it, and that's it. And then we say, okay, we show the back ref. So basically that you can go back to your previous site. And if nothing, or if there's a missing type, so for example, if the option or the speed is missing, we just show we could not found something, or we could not found the speed or the option, because that we don't store some broken values. Also, huge thanks to Copilot, because I just used it quite a lot during the development. It was very, very simple code, but still it helps to write this much code in an afternoon. For example, this animation, I just gave it 2 examples and then said, like, do the rest yourself, and it created this animation, so you don't do it manually every time. And that's already it. So very simple setup, just an ESP, an MPU 6500, and the LED strip, the battery, and the charging port. I will show everything in here, what you need. I will also put it down in the comments and the link of the GitHub repository. So it's a very simple, fast build. You can do it in an afternoon, flash the ESP, and you are ready to go. Stay safe outside. Be careful when you drive on a road, and make sure you're wearing your helmet. Use your helmet more, because you have the light on the helmet and not on your bike. That's why please use the helmet. Be careful out there. Have fun. Be creative, and see you next time. Whoop, whoop. Okay, I might need to adjust the sensitivity a bit more.